Please take your seats quickly, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi guys, and welcome to 1 Minute Tennis Coach. Today I want to talk to you about the knee bend in the serve, and specifically about getting the right knee bend for your serve. You see, when we look at the pro players, their knee bends are at different angles. Roger Federer's is very deep, Serena's not so deep. Nick Kyrgios is quite a small knee bend. Andy Roddick, which is one of the greatest servers I've ever seen, his was very deep. So they're all great servers, but why is there this variation, and how did they know how low they had to bend their knees to get the great serves for them? I think the answer lies in that the pros learn the game usually by feel, and recreational players often tend to overthink. So let's have a look at how they would learn the knee bend by feel. The first thing to understand is that the knee bend is the second part of a kinetic chain in the serve, and it's just one link working from the ground all the way up to delivering energy to the ball. Now, kinetic chains always work from the ground up, and so if they're the second part, then what's the first part? And the first part has to be the feet and the ankles. It's very important that you don't think about bending your knees. Now, I didn't say that you don't bend your knees, but you don't think about bending your knees. When you go into the serve, then what you should do, whether you're in platform stance or pinpoint stance, it doesn't matter, it's the same, is as you begin the stroke, then you raise the heels. And when you raise the heels, then the knees will bend. If you raise the heels a long way, then the knee bend is deep. If you raise the heels a little, then the knee bend is shallower. And this starts to give rhythm to the serve, and this is essential. Anybody who's lost rhythm in the serve or has difficulty acquiring it knows how important that is when actually making this stroke. So the second part is that the timing of the knee bend is essential. It looks very strange, but you see it at recreational tennis quite often, where you see this kind of movement and then the player serves, or this kind of movement and then the player serves. And really, they'd be better off just standing up straight, because that is out of sequence and is just a hindrance to the serve. So to find the right timing of the knee bend and the raising of the heels, if we look at professional players, what you will find is that they synchronize the raising of the left arm with the raising of the heels. Like so. Almost like a puppet where the string is connected, the left arm and the heels, up and down and up and down. If you try this, it needs shadow strokes at first. If you try this and synchronize the movement and raising of the heels with the raising of the left hand, you'll find many, many benefits in your game. The major one is that suddenly you'll actually be pushing and creating power from the ground. But many players also have trouble loading the weight into the front foot, and so you see this front foot traveling as they begin the serve. But by synchronizing the raising of the left arm and the raising of the heels, then the weight is transferred beautifully into the feet, and then all that weight and energy is ready to push up and drive into the ball. This is much simpler than the traditional way of learning the movement of the legs, the knees, the hips, because they're done piece by piece. And that's not how the human body learns. The human body learns by sequences and feeling. I'll give you an example. For any of you who have had children or have experiences with small children, the children learn to walk and then they learn to talk. Can you imagine a world where children learn to talk and then they learn to walk? There would be experts on teaching your child to walk. There would be books, teach your child to walk in 3 easy steps. There would be programs on television. But because you can't talk to them, they all learn to walk in pretty much the same way at pretty much the same time. And how do we get them to walk? We set them up and then let them go. And we set them up and then let them go. They have to be set up, they have to be helped, but that's all. With the knee bend in the serve, make it as simple as teaching a child to walk. Just simply set yourself up, raise the heels and then let the movement go. And you'll find that you're now learning the movement of the serve in the way that the human body really learns. Try this now, apply it to your game. It really is a game changer. It makes a huge difference because once you actually are using the body correctly and using the kinetic chains sequentially, then you get power with very little effort. Let us know how it works for you. You know, we always reply to every comment and we love to have feedback. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel, please. And remember, if you need more help with your game, then we do a one-to-one online consultation, and we do a whole lot more with complicated, detailed video analysis and a complete biomechanical breakdown of each player's game. The website's below, but we're at oneminutetennis.com. Thanks for watching, and see you next time for more unique and different tennis lessons that really work.